I'm Senator Pat Vance, and I'm delighted to be here with clients, residents, anyone associated with Messiah Lifeways over your 116 years of serving the community. I am a professional nurse, and in an earlier life, I actually was a charge nurse in a nursing home. So I have always had elder care at the top of my agenda. I do want to say the concept has changed a great deal, and it continues to change. Aging in place in a continuing care retirement community, or just helping people in the community 55 years of age as they prepare to age. And you know, aging should be a wonderful thing. We need to think about health, exercise, preventative health care, good food, and to enjoy every single day of our lives. And I think that some of your new projects are going to play well into that. It's going to be a wonderful thing that we can live each day to the fullest and intellectually be challenged as well as physically, and enjoy a lot of cultural events as well. So this appears to be a wonderful, wonderful program, and I'm delighted now to introduce Dr. Lesher.
Thank you, Senator Vance. It's great to have you here today to be a part of this. In 2009, Senator Vance was here as a SAGE Award winner when she and several other individuals were celebrated for being savvy, active, growing, and enlightened. This award, which is now in its 8th year, is one small but intentional way that we have tried to change the conversation about aging and inspire people to think in new ways. Today's announcements are made with that goal in mind, to change the conversation and offer bold new options for older adults in our region. First, I'm proud to introduce you to the new name and visual identity for our organization, Messiah Lifeways. While we're still a 116-year-old organization that operates Messiah Village here in Mechanicsburg, we now offer a comprehensive array of services to adults 55 and better in central Pennsylvania. We offer residential communities, home care services, enrichment and lifelong learning programs, and more. This is not simply a name and logo change. We're literally expanding what's available and what's possible for individuals 55 and better in South Central Pennsylvania. To date, we've been best known for this 80-acre campus, Messiah Village, and the 700 people we serve each day. We also offer an active adult community in Mount Joy called Mount Joy Country Homes. We also provide many ways for anyone 55 and better to live lives, full lives, through enrichment opportunities, including the Pathways Institute for Lifelong Learning and wellness programs, and through the sponsorship of the Mechanicsburg Place, a senior center, and more. Messiah Lifeways community support services offer a multitude of options for older adults to age in place and to offer support for others in this region. In addition to our Carlisle and Mechanicsburg adult day centers, we offer rehab and respite care. Today, we are pleased to announce that one of our longstanding community support programs, Messiah Village Home Care, will be renamed Messiah Lifeways at Home, and will launch a number of brand new services. Some of the new services include individual home exercise, home maintenance, medication dispensing systems, computer training, and a full-service relocation program through a partnership with Smart Move Makers. We've outgrown the name Messiah Village. We are certainly more than one physical location. We also believe that there are many ways to age. We want to provide good options to meet a variety of needs. In response to that, we have developed a brand new service line that will continue our dream to inspire older adults. Today, I'm pleased to announce Messiah Lifeways Coaching. This new service is the first of its kind in the region and is available to anyone at any age. in this region. Coaching is especially important for those who want to proactively plan for the future. Messiah Coaching offers several benefits. It helps individuals identify and navigate services and resource options. It offers guidance and solutions for caregivers. It helps connect with enrichment and wellness and service opportunities, and inspires a new perception of aging. It helps all of us to explore what's possible. We are very fortunate to have an experienced person here to lead this new initiative, Matt Gallardo, our new Messiah Lifeways coach. The Messiah Lifeways coach will provide a coaching helpline, offer one-on-one coaching sessions, offer educational workshops, and be available to speak to community groups. The new service is available to anyone 55 and better in the region and for caregivers. Matt will share more about the coaching service and some other detailed information during the program that will follow the luncheon today. So you'll want to stay around for lunch and to hear more from Matt. At this time, I'd like to announce an exciting new program that Messiah Lifeways is developing with the help of many community partners. This unique new offering is known nationally as a village. Villages have sprouted up around the nation for people who want to age in place. Over the last year, Messiah Lifeways has been researching this national trend and meeting with leaders and older adults to evaluate the need for a village in our region. A typical village is a grassroots, membership-driven group of people who enjoy coordinated access to vetted vendors, transportation, health and wellness programs, home repairs, and social and educational activities. Thanks to the vision and passion of many people, we are announcing today that we are launching the area's first village. The village will be known as Messiah Lifeways Connections. Meet a few members of the guiding team. First, Gary Johnson, Vice President of Community Support Services from Messiah Lifeways. Dale Laniga, retired from leadership positions in the Governor's Office of Healthcare Reform and former Executive Director of the Intergovernmental Council on Long-Term Care in the Department of Aging. Dale was a passionate community advocate and dedicated volunteer. Gary and Dale have been spearheading the development of this program as a true collaboration between us and the community. Next, I introduce Barbara Terry, Vice President of Mission Effectiveness from Pinnacle Health. We are pleased that Pinnacle Health's interest in being a community partner in this program. Nancy Besch, former county commissioner and well-known civic servant. Nancy is here today to represent the 15 local leaders who have met several times over the past year as a community guiding group. We'd also like to recognize Holy Spirit Hospital, who is also planning to partner with us. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Joseph Torchia is here today, and we want to thank him for his support as well. Let's give this group a round of applause. Our next steps include community forums and focus groups to further define the program and identify possible pilot programs and locations. We'll host a community forum at the Upper Allen Township Building on Friday, March 9th at 2 p.m. to seek out input from the community. We anticipate recruiting charter members this spring and initiating a village this fall. We are now actively seeking financial support through grants, donations, and other partners. The individuals listed on this slide and those who are here today should be commended for their commitment to making this grassroots age-in-place option a reality for our region. Thank you.
I'm going to take that swatter back.
We are very honored today to have the Pennsylvania State Secretary of Aging, Brian M. Duke, here as our special guest. Prior to his nomination in February of 2011, Secretary Duke served as the Executive Director of the Bucks County Area Agency on Aging. Before that, he served as the Executive Director of the New Jersey Foundation for Aging, a statewide public charity dedicated to improving the quality of life of older persons. He is an Associate Fellow of the Institute on Aging of the University of Pennsylvania. Please join me in welcoming Secretary Duke to Messiah Lifeways.
Good morning. Can you hear me? All right, good. It was great to hear of this new program, Messiah Lifeways, and the great things that it's going to engage based on the solid foundation of Messiah and moving forward as it engages the community. I in particular liked what you shared when you mentioned changing the conversation and bold new options, for indeed we're in a time when they are necessary. It's always good to begin, though, with words of gratitude, and so I want to thank a few people that are here today. I thank Senator Vance for being here today, opening our program, your service in the Senate, in addition to your membership in the House, where you've helped expand Pennsylvania's prescription drug program for low-income seniors, and your nursing career show your caring and commitment to all Pennsylvanians, especially our most vulnerable citizens. So we thank you, Senator. Thank you. And Representative Delosier, it's good to see you here today. Your commitment in Rotary and civil Boy Scouts and civic clubs, Special Olympics, and the YMCA, and your service on the House Human Service Committee indicates your devotion to keeping Pennsylvania a better place to live and age well. So we thank you, too, Representative, for being here today. And I thank many of those who are fastly, I'm about to approach 1 year in service with the governor, of which I'm still honored and humbled, and I thank those who've joined today as colleagues as we look to improve lives as we all age and live well. Dr. Emerson Lesher, I thank you as president of Messiah Lifeways for your dedication to aiding older adults through the course of your career, in particular over the past 15 years at Messiah, as well as your prior work as a geropsychologist. And I see many in the room. Wes Carr and the board, thank you for the invitation to be with you here today. Your leadership is making a difference. Former Commissioner Nancy Hesh, it was good to meet you this morning and to hear of your vital role in this program. Dale, it's good to see you again. It's been many years since we crossed paths, so a lot are here. But Mr. Barth is here from Leading Age. Ron Barth, where are you? So it's good to see you today, Ron, and Russ McDay's here with Ron, and Leading Age Pennsylvania, truly a leader in the field for our nonprofit homes and services for persons who are older, and we look forward to continuing work with you. You know, I often think at times of gratitude like this, we recognize dignitaries, but it's also important to recognize the residents of Messiah, for who this is your community and this is your home, and to recognize you because you inspire us, you give us direction in a way, and indeed you give more than receive in ways you probably don't even know. When I think about the mission of the Department of Aging, the Pennsylvania Department of Aging, it reads that we're to enhance the quality of life of older Pennsylvanians by empowering diverse communities, the family, and the individual. And when I reviewed the mission of Messiah, I see several key points. One says that the lives of older persons will be enhanced through an active inward journey of personal growth, focusing on body, mind, and soul of each member of the community. There's an outward journey also of sharing, focusing on caring for and sharing with others. And finally, there's a journey together with others, focusing on relationships, civility, and celebration. Indeed, as earlier offered as we looked at Messiah Lifeways, that indeed is life embraced. And I appreciate the major components of this model, from life coaching to community support services to the resident communities and the many enrichment opportunities that were described. Indeed, if I look at Messiah Lifeways and its very important role as this community moves forward, there is much common ground between what we aspire for all citizens of our Commonwealth and what we see evident here today. There's a commitment to enhancing the quality of life of older adults. There's a focus on relationship between individuals and their families, between families and community. There's a caring for others that is genuinely sought and achieved. And indeed, what we're hearing today in this new brand is the empowerment of a community. And that's so important. We're in the process of sitting down and writing a 4-year plan right now. Now, part of that's because we're told we have to by the U.S. Administration on Aging. But part of it's because no better time is it to sit down and think when we're in such a time of change, or as I like to see it, a time of opportunity. And there's 3 strategic directions, and some of these words may sound familiar with what you're celebrating today. First, we want to make Pennsylvania, make sure all Pennsylvanians can age and live well, and that our communities are places to age and live well. First direction. Second, we want to ensure that Pennsylvanians have access to care at the right time, in the right setting, with the right intensity. And third, we want to bring the best of Pennsylvania to Pennsylvanians. Our strategic areas of focus in pursuing these 3 directions will focus on the promotion of health and well-being, something I think you've heard about with Messiah Lifeways, or will hear about. Our work right now involves engaging community partners. It was great to hear Pinnacle Health and Holy Spirit mentioned today. We're working, area agencies on aging, which are our 52 front doors across the Commonwealth, are working with hospitals and health systems to reduce the rate of readmission. But while that's important, we know there's so much more on the agenda of what we can do together when we form effective partnerships. What can we do to truly impact chronic disease and the way people live with it? What can we do to enhance nutrition in people's lives in the community? We want to work on that part to help communities be places to age and live well. That involves housing. Where do people live? What do they do when they live there? Can they stay connected as individuals in their community with organizations that have great meaning to them? We want to revitalize and re-architect. Don't Google re-architect, it's not a word. It's a word one of my staff members came up with, but I liked it. You know, it means building on a solid foundation and enhancing what we do in terms of aging services for citizens of the Commonwealth. And indeed, seeing vital programs like the one that's being launched today under this brand proves that we're not the only ones holding that mission at the state, that others are as well. We want to make sure that we're effective and responsive to the citizens of the Commonwealth. And through innovation, we also want to reach out and capture best practices. These strategic directions and strategic areas of focus are ones which are founded in the commitment of our Governor, Tom Corbett, who sends his greetings to you today. He could not be here today, but he does send his greetings to you today as you celebrate. These are the way we need to move forward in the future to seek those times of challenge and opportunity. One idea we heard about was aging in place. Well, that's a great thing. And I think it's a great, inspiring energizer that can inspire us all to be catalysts to make a difference for the people we know day to day and for our communities. But I really believe that aging in place is misspoken. Aging in place could imply being in one singular place and receiving services that are valued to us as individuals. That's not a bad thing. I think it's aging in community. See, I believe aging and community are synonyms. And I think when we talk about aging in place, while not a misnomer, it's really about aging in community. What you heard today in Messiah Lifeways indicates that. It's really about all sectors of persons living in community and what we can do. It's that grassroots approach that says, yes, we can move forward. Yes, we know what we want, and we can achieve it together. It's the ability to help one live in one's home as they have chosen it and define it, as long as they comfortably can, medically and safely as possible. And many of our citizens across the Commonwealth would tell us that's where they desire to be. They want to be in their homes as they define it, whether that be in their own residence and a community as wonderful as Messiah or other places. And aging in place or aging in community, I believe, helps us to modify residences if necessary, change the environment, but more importantly, build and enhance the community to allow people to be in that home they really want to be in. When I think about aging in place and aging in community, I think what we're really talking about, when you think about this exciting continuum, the thing that'll make it more enlivened and exciting, and I'm sure is part of the effort and planning going forth, is we're talking about the care between the care. That's what we're talking about here. It's not the individual specific services we're talking about, and they're all valued, but what makes Lifeways and other initiatives like this exciting is it's the care between the care. It's the care found in the connection. It fills the voids between the episodic delivery of service, encourages a more holistic view of the person, and serves as a catalyst for community development. So in our current times, we know that we don't live in an easy time necessarily, but it's a time of challenge, as I said, and a time of opportunity. We're in a time of shifting stewardship from being responsible for government resources at the Department of Aging and the state government to make sure that people receive the services they need. But more importantly, we're shifting a sense of stewardship that embraces all those older Pennsylvanians in our communities throughout the Commonwealth, some who haven't even knocked on our door yet, because it's going to be important to engage them as they live life. We're in a time of finite resources, but we know partnerships in our community will make things better. We're in a time of growing demand, but we know effective partnerships and community engagement, such as we're hearing today, will lead to creative solutions. We're at a time when we talk about balancing care between institutional care and home and community-based services. No, it's really shifting the broader conversation to right care, right time, right intensity, right setting, bringing those partners to table. We're in a time of budgetary challenge. But indeed, in the partnerships and communities we seek to develop and to grow, the one we see here today, we know we'll be able to care for the most vulnerable and even care for even more people. Our way to meet the challenges together will encourage flexibility to what approach is taken. It'll help us define community. It'll help us find those initial investments we need to obtain and sustain. It'll encourage collaboration in a competitive market, lead to sustainability and the creation of neighborhood, perhaps where it hasn't existed before. No one sector of our society will be able to meet the demands that are before us. But remember, aging and community are synonyms. And I believe in efforts such as Messiah Lifeways and other initiatives as we move forward, we will be able to look just specifically beyond the care that is delivered on a day-to-day basis and find that care in between. Indeed, we will discover the opportunities. We will strive to find the ways to care in our community. And the insight formed by the lived experiences of the residents of Messiah and those in the area will help us each and every day to get closer. It'll inspire us because we will care. And you can help discover that opportunity. Messiah is an indication of a desire to collaborate and build relationships within the community to sustain programs that will maintain the health and wellness of older adults. We can no longer accept the status quo. We encourage thinking outside the box to design a program that'll work not only here within your community and your lives, but in all communities. We need to encourage partnerships that focus a holistic approach to community for all age levels so that they complement each other. I hope the launch you begin today creates enough energy to help us escape the gravity of business as usual and moves us forward to productive collaboration that improves health outcomes and the ability to age and live well. And secondly, I hope this new invigoration of your mission is sustained and built upon to improve our communities so that indeed they are places to age and live well. It's been an honor to be with you here today. Congratulations, and I wish you much success. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Duke, for joining us on this important day. I'm Wes Carr, Chair of the Messiah Lifeways Board of Directors, and it's my pleasure to take part in this press conference. Today marks an important new chapter in the history of our organization, and we look forward to continuing to fill our mission in new and exciting ways. I'd like to recognize a few special community leaders who are here today. Please stand when I call your name. Ron Barth, President and CEO of Leading Age Pennsylvania, and also representatives from Mennonite Health Services Alliance, who may be here. Is there anyone from that organization? Thank you. Thank you for being here today. We also recognize those who are watching on Channel 78 today, so I want to make note of that. At this time, I'd invite you to watch a short video that will introduce you more fully to the heart and soul of Messiah Lifeways.
when you look deep into these eyes, you see eyes full of purpose, eyes full of courage, eyes that reflect the wisdom of a life embraced. These are the eyes through which we view the world. A world where the preconceptions of aging are seen in a completely new light. Founded on our rich history of enhancing the lives of older adults, we reimagine aging as a time of purpose, zest, and faith-filled living. At Messiah Lifeways, growing older is never viewed as the passage of time. To us, it is the emergence of our lives being lived fully. We resist the stereotypes and instead inspire a joyous era of growth and new beginnings. We know that with faith, purpose, and zest, this phase of life can truly be inspirational, transforming this time into a magical time to make new discoveries, serve others, build new relationships, and leave a legacy for future generations. And when this journey brings us our most difficult challenges, Messiah Lifeways will be there to help us and our loved ones embrace these challenges with courage, grace, and love. Wisdom teaches us that growing older is a work in progress, and that when nurtured properly, it is a work of art. At Messiah Lifeways, we are continually shaping a new vision for aging, embracing all stages of our lives. We value the uniqueness of each person and recognize that there is not one way to experience life, but many. At Messiah Lifeways, we strive to walk alongside each person as they live their personal journey. Each of us at Messiah Lifeways is significant in our dream to reimagine the journey of aging. And with everyone's involvement, we will help change the conversation about growing older. Welcome to Messiah Lifeways, an empowering and inspiring approach to life that offers depth and breadth of resources and options that supports a life of freedom, purpose, and peace of mind. These aren't mere words. They are the fabric of who we are, an ever-emerging bold vision of the journey of life. Together, we live life embraced. Welcome to Messiah Lifeways.
Well, good morning. My name is Kristen Heisey. I am the Vice President of Marketing and Communication here at Messiah Lifeways, and it is wonderful to see all of you here today. A hallmark of our new brand is the tagline, Life Embraced, and hopefully you've started picking up on that as we've talked today. Today's brand launch is about real people, lives transformed, perspectives broadened, and possibilities imagined. We want you to meet some of the amazing older adults who are part of Messiah Lifeways. These men and women embody our vision for all people to live life embraced. At this time, Representative Delozier is going to help as we recognize 5 older adults who are truly living life embraced. We are going to be giving each of them a star lantern that has a light in it, and this really symbolizes the brightness of their life and the fact that they can inspire all of us to live life embraced. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce first to you Dick Anliot. Dick once said, "Retirement allows me more time to be kind." Kindness is only the tip of the iceberg with Dick. In retirement, he directs and stars in theater productions, teaches and practices photography, tutors third-grade students in the Harrisburg Downey schools, and spends hours each week recording children's books and other articles for the Tri-County Association for the Blind. Few people live life so fully and with such zest. Congratulations, Dick. I'd also like to introduce to you Doris Waddell. If she's not traveling or zip-lining through the Costa Rican jungle, you might find Doris volunteering, playing games on her Kindle, or making lap robes for veterans. She's proud of her adventurous grandchildren, one who teaches in Thailand, one who's a Triple Crown hiker, and one who lives in Barcelona. We're pretty sure that adventure runs in the family. Originating from Doris and her passion for life. We had no idea about Doris and her quest for adventure until she won our Zestful Living photo contest with the winning entry you see up on the screen. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you James and Helen Killian. Helen is a retired English teacher and leads the Mechanicsburg Senior Center Chorus with a song in her heart and light in her eyes. After taking responsibility for the center's fledgling vocal group, today 30-plus chorus members perform nearly 40 times a year, bringing joy and spunk to everyone they meet. Better yet, her husband James sounds just like Bing Crosby. Together, this dynamic couple brought a lot of vibrance and fun to our summer photo shoot, and we're glad that they serve the community together as partners. And last, but certainly not least, is Lloyd Jacobs. After surviving a stroke at a fairly young age, Lloyd Jacobs found himself in our Adult Day Center. Over the past 11 years, he has developed a rather busy schedule here, painting in the art studio, watching ESPN over lunch with the guys from the computer department, working with other residents on online crossword puzzles, and spending lots of time in Messiah Village's Wellness and Aquatic Center. Lloyd loves baseball, he loves his family, and he inspires all of us to make the each of every day. Congratulations. As you have seen, these vibrant men and women are going to play a big role in our upcoming marketing and advertising campaign. Today, I'd like to publicly thank them for their help and recognize them for being willing to share their story. They truly enrich our community in countless ways. Thank you very much to all of you. At this time, I would like to invite our president, Dr. Emerson Lesher, back on stage to close this portion of the program.
Thank you, Kristen. Today we become Messiah Lifeways, a nonprofit organization offering a broadened network of options for adults 55 and better. Not only are we committed to changing the conversation about growing older, but we're also about inspiring everyone to living a life embraced. We want to do this through options that provide choice and celebrate that no two individuals are going to age exactly the same way. I hope that you have been inspired and encouraged as you've heard the stories and have learned more about our future. I would also like to thank you for making time to come today and to being a part of this. We are grateful for the many friends, donors, and community partners who make up Messiah Lifeways. At this time, I will take a few questions from media representatives who might be here. Is there anyone that would like to ask a question from the media? We've already have scheduled some interviews. I had one this morning. There's one later today. There will also be an individual time if anyone from the media would like to ask questions. I think we'll move on. And if there is one-on-one questions, please come and see us. Now we'll break for lunch and do the interviews. And before the people on the stage leave the stage, we would like you to stay for a photo. We'd like to get as many of us in one photo as we can. To those of you who are not on stage, we invite you to visit the lunch buffet in the back of the room and to return to your seats in about 20 minutes for the remainder of the program. We have some additional things that we'd like to share with you regarding the coach program and some other things, and if you can stay, we would love to have you. So please stay for as long as you are able. Again, thank you for joining us as we lead the way in inspiring people of all ages to live life embraced. Thank you.
What does it take? What does it take? What does it take to live a life embraced? Well, we aspire to more fully embrace life. We do not fear growing older. We reimagine the journey of aging as a time of purpose and zest and faith-filled living. I'm still me. I'm still me. I'm still me. My spirit laughs, my heart loves, my soul serves. I'm growing older, but I'm still me. So let's push the boundaries and resist the stereotypes. Let's journey inward, outward, and together, and inspire one another to think about living in a bold new way. A way that embraces each person's journey and encourages living life fully and with purpose. I'm still me. Walk with me, and together we can embrace life fully. Our mission remains the same. We're a ministry that responsibly enhances the lives of older adults with Christ-like love. Our values? To act courageously, to live responsibly, to decide collaboratively, to speak kindly, and to love generously. What does it take? It takes you. It takes me. It takes us to live life embraced.
Welcome back. I love that video. It gives me the chills. Well, we hope you enjoyed your lunch, and it's great to have you back for the second part of this very special day. We've all heard the quote, "The more things change, the more they stay the same." It has many different connotations, but how does it apply to Messiah Lifeways? As we've seen so far today, terminology has changed, as well as our logo and our brand. And we've described our dream now to inspire everyone 55 and better to a life embraced. But despite all those changes and addition of new services, things really do remain the same. As Dr. Lesher mentioned earlier, our mission still holds true after 116 years. It remains our constant. We are a ministry that responsibly enhances the lives of older adults with Christ-like love. And really, it's not about change, it's about progress. So I'm here to talk to you about some of that progress and to provide a bit more detail so you have a better understanding of the new opportunities and resources that are available through the 4 main service lines of Messiah Lifeways. And a great place to start is Messiah Lifeways Coaching, a new service that's very near and dear to my heart. I am honored to serve as the very first Messiah Lifeways coach. Now, I do have to put a rumor aside. Contrary to popular belief, I will not be coaching the first ever Messiah Ladies over 80 basketball team. Although you never know, we are trailblazers around here, so we'll see. Anyway, so what is life coaching? First, it's important to talk about why the coaching program was developed. As many of us know in this room, the world of long-term care and health care can be often overwhelming and confusing. We wanted to create a resource to help people when they needed it the most, and to help people navigate through life's many journeys, which can sometimes be a joyful one, an uncharted one, or a difficult one at this point in life. Lifeways Coaching can provide the guidance and insight that people need. Throughout my career as a social worker, I've counseled, advocated, and guided thousands of older adults and their families during very difficult, overwhelming, and transitional periods in their lives. So I'm really pleased to be a part of this innovative and supportive service. It's available for those 55 and up seeking the answers they need and that want to proactively plan for their future. It's also a great resource for adult children, power of attorneys, spouses, and neighbors who are seeking solutions as they care for a loved one. So, Messiah Lifeways Coaching will initially offer 4 different services. First off, we have the coaching helpline. You can call, visit, or email with basic questions such as, when we've all probably heard some of these, how long does Medicare pay for nursing? How can I tell what level of care mom needs? What's the difference between assisted living and personal care? What's respite care? I'll get you these answers that you need or connect you with someone that can help you. But if a simple phone conversation isn't enough, Discovery Coaching may be a better option. We can meet on a one-on-one basis and spend anywhere from 1 to 3 sessions together to identify needs and goals, explore solutions, and put a plan in place to make things happen. We'll not only explore the new services of Messiah Lifeways, but other resources beyond our scope. The third service is the coaching workshops. These are interactive group sessions that anyone can attend to learn about various topics. The very first workshop is set for April 24th, entitled Caregiver Solutions. We also have Long-Term Care 101 slated for July. And lastly, the Speakers Bureau. I, along with others, will be available to speak at local churches and civic groups about such topics as aging in place, as we talked about earlier, caregiving options, and inspiring opportunities for older adults. We are so proud and excited to launch this service. Now, I'd like to spend a few moments walking through the 3 other service lines, starting with enrichment opportunities. Give you a little more detail. The first part of enrichment is the Pathways Institute for Lifelong Learning, which offers educational and cultural classes, trips, and service learning projects offered each fall and spring here in the Harrisburg region. Pathways is now offered in the Lancaster area through Landis Homes, and in the York-Adams region through Cross Keys Village. Spring 2012 catalogs are now available. Another part of enrichment is Messiah Lifeways Wellness, which offers various fitness programs and a warm water aquatic center located here on the campus of Messiah Village. Non-resident community memberships are also available for anyone 55 and older. Formerly the Mechanicsburg Senior Center, we now sponsor and operate Mechanicsburg Place, a senior center and more, which is a community gathering place to connect, volunteer, go on cultural excursions, take computer classes, and much more. Our next service line is community support services. These options make it possible to age in place or age in community, as Secretary Duke said, or to add extra support to your current living situation. As Dr. Lesher mentioned earlier, a significant change is Messiah Lifeways at Home, formerly known as Messiah Village Home Care. It not only has a new name, but is now providing many new services. In addition to the previous services like housekeeping and one-on-one care, We've added more home solutions, personal solutions, and technology solutions. First of all, Home Solutions will now offer non-skilled maintenance, including things like changing light bulbs, lawn care, hanging pictures or curtains, replacing smoke alarm batteries, and much more. This will be great for my father-in-law, who thinks I'm Bob Vila. He can rely on them instead. We'll also be offering discounts on relocation services, as Dr. Lesher mentioned earlier as well, with Smart Move Makers. Next, we have personal solutions. We're now going to offer assistance with exercise programs following discharge from either inpatient or outpatient therapy. This will encourage residents or clients, to continue with their follow-up therapy and exercise. Thirdly, technology solutions. In addition to the emergency call systems that we offer, we now can offer medication assistance via the Philips medication dispensing system. Another technology solution is home computer support. They can actually come to your house and show you how to use Facebook if you really want to do that. Transfer pictures from your camera to your computer, or how to use a new cell phone. I would need that. I don't know how to use an iPhone. I've never had one. Or set up voicemail. Quite honestly, these services would be great for any age. Next, we have Messiah Lifeways Adult Day, which offers enriching, uplifting experiences outside the home for loved ones 55 and better who are unable to safely stay at home during the day. Adult day services are available in this building, as well as the Carlisle Brethren in Christ Church on Walnut Bottom Road. Next, we have Messiah Lifeways Rehab, which provides both inpatient and outpatient services for physical, occupational, and speech therapy. The next area, which is a part of community support services, is Messiah Lifeways Respite. This is a great option for providing relief when caregivers need a break, go on vacation, or have to go out of town. We've sort of retooled this service to not only include stays in personal care, but we can now offer short-term breaks from a few hours a day up to a month or more of continuous care. The plan may include staying in our enhanced living here at Messiah Village, or a combination of Messiah Lifeways at Home and or Messiah Lifeways Adult Day. The next area Dr. Lesher also spoke about, I won't go into much detail, is Messiah Lifeways Connections. As we discussed at this morning's press conference, this is a new age-in-place option for our region. And with that, we are seeking individuals interested in becoming charter members, sponsoring organizations, and donors. You can check out the interest form on our new website. Interest forms are also located on the tables as you leave the chapel, so please be sure to take one. And finally, our resident communities, what we're most well known for. Messiah Lifeways at Messiah Village. That's where we're standing right now, a CCRC that offers residential living, enhanced living, nursing care, and rehab. We also, of course, have Messiah Lifeways at Mount Joy Country Homes, an active adult cottage community in Lancaster County. You can find out more in our preview guide, which is being mailed out to homes this week. You will find dates for several upcoming events, including the caregiver workshop that I spoke of and the community forum for the Connections program. Thank you for your attention and support, and it's been great spending time with you. And okay, you still have me. Before you go, I'd like to share a sneak peek of a commercial and a few items you'll be seeing soon. First, I would like to invite you to visit our new website, as Kristen mentioned earlier, that just went live today, messiahlifeways.org. The website includes information on all the services we discussed, along with 360-degree virtual tours of cottages and apartments. That's pretty cool. and also What's New dashboard that brings together everything that's happening at the Messiah Lifeways programs. As you leave today, we invite you to pick up one of our new guidebooks. The guidebook is an introduction to all the opportunities available through Messiah Lifeways. Also available on the back table are fact sheets. Please be sure to grab some of those. We'll also be trying to spread the word as much as possible. We have referral cards that are coming soon that you can use to spread the word. I think these are really great tools because of all the different things that we're now offering. It's one easy way to have all that information and the phone numbers, which are very important, in one little business card. It'll fold in half. We would appreciate your help in spreading the word. We're also pleased to announce that a new brochure will be coming out in the next several weeks. This brochure will be available to local healthcare providers and others who may wish to refer people to Messiah Lifeways. Please let the individuals at the table in the back know if you're interested in receiving a supply of these. And lastly, I'd like to share a first look at a 30-second TV spot that will be airing on local stations this month. You may recognize the voice. It's Dick Anliot, who you met earlier. His extensive theater background made him the perfect choice.
Messiah Village is now Messiah Lifeways, offering opportunities for everyone 55 and better, including life coaching, enrichment opportunities, community support, and 2 resident communities. Our dream is to inspire each of us to not fear growing older, but to reimagine this journey as a time of purpose and zest. Today, we ask you to explore the possibilities of redefining aging. Continue the journey of a life embraced at messiahlifeways.org/TV.
And before we close, we wanted to end with the Messiah Lifeways dream. We aspire to do more fully embrace life. We do not fear growing older. We reimagine the journey of aging as a time of purpose, zest, and faith-filled living. Thank you for being a part of this historic day in our 116-year history. May you also be inspired to live a life embraced. And I think I would like to invite Emerson up, maybe. Oh, there you are. Okay. With the closing blessing. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Matt's been filling in a little bit here for Kristen Heisey, who is out on a media tour right now. And so thanks, Matt, for filling in. And Kristen Heisey, who you heard from earlier, is really the mastermind behind much of this and gets much of the credit in terms of really helping us to think about our new brand and what it should include and how we can really express who we are, and also to plan events like this and our new website and so forth. And as you see her, please thank her and acknowledge her contribution. In addition, there's a whole team that's been involved with this. Matt would be one of those and others who really has helped us get to this point, and we're excited to be here. I'd like to just close with a closing blessing for us as we go. And I'd like to close by giving thanks for God's blessing and guidance for the last 116 years. And we ask that God will continue to be with us as we're Messiah Lifeways in the years ahead. We pray that we will be faithful to our mission of responsibly enhancing the lives of older adults with Christ-like love. Amen. Thank you for coming today, and I hope that you have a life embraced.